Day 2 of the United Nations General Assembly lacked the star power that Day 1 had provided, but it was still business as usual. The new normal, social distancing being practiced by the few delegates actually in attendance. But some Middle Eastern leaders were trying to do away with the distance that had kept them apart.
The Iranian regime, conforming with its hostile attitude, targeted oil facilities in the kingdom last year in a blatant violation of international law and international peace and security. It demonstrated that this regime has a total disregard for the stability of the global economy or the security of oil supplies in the international market.
While it was evident the Saudi king supported Donald Trump's Middle East peace plan, he made sure to point out one country that remained an obstacle for regional peace.
We support the efforts of the current U.S. administration to bring about peace in the Middle East by bringing both the Palestinians and the Israelis together at the negotiating table to reach a fair and comprehensive agreement.
Even Lebanon, a country with its own plate full of disasters, weighed in.
Israel must seize its land, sea and their violations of Lebanese sovereignty and stop trespassing in Lebanon's airspace to strike Syrian territory. The international community, you must urge Israel to cooperate fully with what remains of the Blue Line and immediately withdraw from northern Golan, the Shabab Farms and the Kasuba Hills.
The dynamics of the Middle East may be changing, and the U.S. seems to be playing a pivotal role in the region. The number of Arab countries that have normalized relations with Israel has doubled in the past few weeks. But perhaps the day's most anticipated speech came from a country very far from the Middle East, whose leaders, past and present, have called U.S. leaders here at the United Nations General Assembly the devil. And it was no different this year, with the embattled leader calling an end to world hegemony.
The United States is far from taking any positive stance and is conducted by an intransigent government, unfriendly towards diplomacy and high politics as it openly despises all pre-existing global rules.
President Maduro's legitimacy in office is not recognized by the U.S., and the president's administration has backed Venezuela's opposition leader, Juan Guaido. 75 years ago, the United Nations may have been founded on the principle of multilateralism, but this week has shown just how bipolar international diplomacy has become. Ali Janayanlar, TRT World, New York.